Welcome back, everybody. So in our last video, we talked about some pain points, and here in this video, we're going to address one of those pain points and how we can overcome that. So Justin's gonna go ahead and take over. So the pain point we'll be talking about today is how you mentioned that staying in contact and constant communication with like your clients and your real estate agents is really hard to overcome. So how have you been able to overcome that?
Throughout the process of getting a loan, there's a lot of communication that needs to happen between myself as a loan officer and the borrower and the real estate agent. We need to update them on the loan process. There's sometimes days go by where nothing is actually going on. We're waiting on documents to come back, waiting on underwriting. And back during the pandemic, it would be almost 2 to 3 weeks before we got any answer from the underwriter. So when you're buying a home, you kind of get antsy. This is like a big deal to you. You probably put in a few offers and they got rejected. You finally got the house that is your dream house and you don't hear anything. You don't know what's going on. And that kind of starts burning a little hole, burning a little bridge. And once the loan officer or the processor or the LOA come back in contact with you, let you know what's going on, it puts you at ease. Now, I've talked to some other loan officers within my company, and I've worked with many, and sometimes when an issue comes up and a problem, they just want to bury it and hope it goes away. They want to just like, okay, yep, the underwriter didn't approve the income that I calculated, now they don't qualify anymore. So we start to do a lot of busy work on the back end. Okay, how can we make this work? How can we put it all together and get that approved? And sometimes we just like, okay, I'm not going to tell anybody because we don't want anybody to be suspicious. We don't want there to be any fires or anything like that. And then go a couple of days, you're still trying to get hold of the underwriter, trying to question everything that they've got. Maybe your processor is your go-between. It gives things a little bit delayed and a little bit slow. And it makes it really hard. And other things that could happen as well with that communication breakdown is as a loan officer, you get so busy. You've got to get this pre-approval out. You've got to talk to this borrower. You got a hot lead. Okay, we talked about all these other different pain points and things get in the way, and the communication kind of falls apart a little bit between you, the active loan, the real estate agent, the referring partner, and that borrower. And I mean, I've purchased a couple houses. Once when I wasn't a loan officer, once when I was, and I'll tell you, it's a big difference. Being able to sit there in the dark, like going, okay, what next? What next? So I kind of thought that over and thought it through and decided to create a position here at Cyberbacker that can be that person for you, that can be that go-in-between, that liaison between your real estate agent, the borrower, and the underwriter. Somebody that has a great personality and is easy to follow up with and follow through with. They're going to take the documents that the borrower sends in to you, review them to guidelines, kind of like pre-underwrite them, and then send them off to the underwriter. They're also going to make sure the CRMs are updated so any automated systems can happen. So, because some of our systems will tell you, okay, you're into underwriting, you got a conditionally approved, you got all these things. And that way you don't have to worry about or forget to contact them. You have that LO backer that is going to be that main point of contact. They're at home working from their desk, and they're going to update the entire process. And if something were to go on or go issue to have, they're going to let you know as an LO right away. That way the process can go quicker. You don't have to sit back and wait for something bad to happen. And that LO backer can also be reviewing the documents, maybe catch something that you didn't see and be able to prevent problems from making it to the underwriter. Having the LO backer, at least for myself, has made a world of difference. I can be here, a Cyberbacker, while my business back home is flourishing and doing well. Because I've got that consistent help, and I don't have to worry about what's going on in the background because I trust them.
You have that person to help take care of things so that you can focus on what you do best.
Exactly.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Justin. Come back next week as we continue to talk about some of these pain points and how we address to stay on top of mind with your clients.